Hey guys, what's up? I am ready to talk about Tales of Berseria and how much I loved it. Oh yes! I love this game. I loved it. I just finished it yesterday. Yesterday I did a little close to 40 hours, 38, 39, something like that. And it was great. It was a great experience. It definitely is a great JRPG, one of the best of 2017, and also one of the best Tales of I have ever played in my life. It's that good. So yeah, I'm here to tell you all about my experience with this game. And as usual, I want to start with the negative things that I have to say, because I always like to close my videos with positive things. I have like a million positive things to say, don't worry, and I only have like 2 negative things to say, and they're not that negative at all. I mean, I really didn't care that much about them, but I'm gonna say them anyway. First thing that I want to say is that I didn't like the sexualization of Velvet in particular. I didn't care for other girls, like Ceres, for example. That was really good. I wish she could have been a long-time party member. Last she wasn't. You know what I'm talking about. But Velvet, I don't know, man. I think my complaint is more about the sense of style, how her clothes are arranged. I know they're ravaged because she's supposed to be a badass character who doesn't give a fuck about anything but her revenge. So it kind of fits her personality, but at the same time it doesn't. I don't know. So I think the style they chose for her, I don't know, it just, in my opinion, she looks ridiculous and so out of character. I didn't like her clothes one bit, even if they weren't ragged and they were just okay, maybe brand new. Even that, I would still have disliked it. I mean, I don't know. I mean, Magilu looks fucking ridiculous, but she is a ridiculous character, so she's okay. Her clothes and her book skirt, which makes absolutely no sense. It makes sense at the same time for her, but with Velvet, I just didn't like one bit how she was dressed in the game. Hopefully there are other outfits right from the beginning of the game, and then you get some others later on if you do some side quests or mini games. And I ended up just switching to those other outfits a lot because of that. You know, it's not like I didn't enjoy watching her amazing figure. I did enjoy it, but like I said, story-wise, personality-wise, in my opinion, this was a mistake. She looks ridiculous. But anyway, her, Velvet herself, she's fucking awesome. She's amazing, so I really didn't care that much how she was dressed because she's fucking awesome. Other thing that I didn't quite like is, well, the voice acting, both in English and Japanese, is great, but there are 2 characters in particular that bother me a little bit. Magilo was one, because in Japanese, she sounds completely different in terms of character and personality than the English version. I don't know why I felt her so damn different. I mean, both actresses are great. I like the English voice actress, but it was just so strange, and at the same time in a bad way. I mean, I felt like the voice actress changed her personality on the English version, but okay, because as for Magilo, I really didn't like her at the beginning. For the first 10 hours, I was like, I really dislike this character. She doesn't make me laugh at all. I know she's there for comic relief, but to me she was like, but as the game progressed, you know, I don't know, she grew on me and I ended up loving her. I mean, she's a great character, and in the end, I liked her. I liked Magilu. At the beginning I was not fond of her, but now I am. Very much ironically. And Laphicet. The Japanese voice actor was okay. He did, or she, they really sound like a kid. But the English version was, in my opinion, atrocious. Every time he or Bienfu, I don't know if they're not the same actor. Bienfu, I hated Bienfu in English. But Laphicet was like, he just sounds so. I know the voice actor. He's a woman. He's a voice actress, but Laphicet just sounded very, very feminine, very. And I don't think that's a positive trait. He's supposed to be a little cute kid. I get that, but I think they over exaggerated with the accent. I mean, with the speech, with the tone. It was just so damn girly. I didn't like that. And that's it. I think that's all negative things I have to say about this game. I mean, other than that, it's fucking amazing. I mean, I really enjoy the story. I felt satisfied with it. I mean, with other Tales of, well, more like almost every single Tales of is the same, and then they give you that satisfaction. You feel complete, even if you don't do all the side quests, even if you only do some or just the main story. You feel complete, like you feel satisfied at the end, like, I finished it. Great. And it's a little hard to take off the disc from your system and put another game. That's hard, because you like the game so much that you just want to continue, or that you're already missing the game. It's that great. And gameplay mechanics were awesome. They were more friendly than previous Tales of, and that was okay, that was great. And there was also the story. It was great. It is dark, just the way I like it. At the beginning I was like, challenge accepted, because you guys hyped it all up. You guys were hyping the game so much in the comment section, in other videos, and I was like, nah. I was 10 hours in, I was like, nah. But then the game moved on, and oh yeah, you guys were right. It's a very dark story, and I loved it because it's a story that it's a matter of perspectives. I mean, there's not really bad guys here, not really good guys here. We're used, even with some other Tales of games, we're used to playing with objectively good guys against objectively bad guys. In this game, it was like, sometimes Sartorius was right, sometimes Velvet was right, sometimes Eisen was right. And by the way, I loved Eisen. From the moment he appeared in the game, I was amazed. He was my favorite character in the entire game, and he's now officially one of my favorite characters in the entire Tales of franchise. I loved Eisen. He's amazing because his way of thinking is very similar to mine. How he always wants to be free, and he hates when people are employees or slaves, or they don't have free will. I really agree with his philosophy on life, to make choices for yourself, to always have an opinion on yourself, to always experience things by yourself, and you be the judge. And that, I love that. He and I have very similar philosophies and ideologies, so that's why I love the heck out of him. And besides, he's a total badass, and I'm nowhere near being a badass, and he is. So yeah, Eisen, great character. He's my favorite. And we're going back at the perspective situation. I like that in the story. I like that. I mean, the story's not as dark as some of you made it seem. I mean, I've played way darker stories than this game here, but it is a dark story nonetheless, and I like that a lot. The perspective situation. Sometimes you just didn't know who you wanted to side with. I really like that. It's a great story, great cast of characters. And the last thing, well, the music is great. Motoi Sakuraba always nails it. I mean, he's not one of my favorite composers, but I have never complained about any single Tales of game he has composed music for. It's awesome. And the graphics were a Tales of game. They're great. The battle system is something that bothered a lot of people. It turned down a lot of people. I felt it was like an evolution from the Graces and Cesteria battle system fused together. And I know a lot of people were dissatisfied with the battle system. I see where they're coming. I understand that. The soul system kind of sucks. It was a little annoying at times, because you fight, you make your combos, and then you gotta stop until the figures, the souls refill again until 3 or 4, and so in order so you can fight again. And I see why that kind of turned off a lot of people, but as annoying as it was, I don't know why. I love the battle system. I loved it. I love the fact that you could use every single button on your controller. Well, only the 4 frontal buttons, triangle, circle, X, and square. to create all these amazing combos. And yes, then you gotta rest for like a couple of seconds, and then you go again to kick the enemy's ass. I don't know, guys. I see the criticism against the battle system, but I don't care. I love the battle system. It is one of the greatest battle systems in Tales of. I still think Tales of Xillia has the best battle system ever. Tales of Xillia 1 and 2, but this one, I love the battle system. Heck, I love almost every single thing about this game. So in conclusion, great game. Definitely one of the best Tales of ever. And with this, I am ready to make, finally, at last, my top 10 best Tales of games. Oh yeah, next Tuesday, don't miss it out, guys, don't miss. And I'm finally going to make that top 10 to share my 10 favorite Tales of games, because I have played almost every single Tales of title there is, with the exception of Tales of Destiny 2 and Tales of the Rebirth, because you can't play them in English yet. I mean, there's not a full translation of those games as far as I'm concerned. But as for the others, Japanese only titles or North American releases, I have played almost every single one of them, as a matter of fact. So I'm ready to make my top 10 with my 10 favorite Tales of games. So that's it, guys. Once again, I want to thank Jason Hubbard for sending me the PS4. If it wasn't for that guy, if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have been able to play this amazing game, or Nier Automata, or Little Nightmares, and many other games that are just yet to come. So thanks again, Jason Hubbard. You're a great guy. Thanks for the PS4. And I also want to thank every single one of my patrons at patreon.com, because they're really nailing this. They're really supporting this channel, and if it wasn't for them, some of these things could not have been possible. I mean, they're the ones who are making some of these crucial stuff on my channel possible. So again, thanks to all my patrons. If you want to become a patron of mine, do so, please. I would greatly appreciate it. There's a lot of benefits involved, a lot of tiers involved, so check it out. Check out my Patreon page. I'll leave it at the end so you can take a look and decide for yourself. You will be heavily supporting me, and you will also be financing my equipment upgrade. I am trying my best to upgrade my equipment as soon as possible. Better laptop, a better camera, a microphone at last, and overall to improve the quality of my videos. More so than anything else. So if you become my Patreon, you will be helping me a lot in order to achieve that goal. That's it, guys. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and share this video with your friends. And see you next Tuesday for my best Tales of games ever. See you next time.